Hello.
Hello.
We're the American Prankers, and today we are doing North versus
South.
Um,
This is episode 3 of Versus.
yeah, we thought we'd do Versus. It's been a while, and we'll probably be doing a prank tutorial next.
Yeah. I don't know which prank tutorial. Maybe that one prank. But we'll get back to that later.
Okay, so as we said, we're doing North versus
South.
and I'll be taking the side of North.
I'll be taking the side of South.
We live in the North.
We live in Ohio, so
Yeah.
like northeastern.
Mm-hmm. You know Roman Atwood?
Mm-hmm.
He lives in Ohio.
Oh.
I think you're first club. Okay, alright, so, as we said, Jesse, why don't you go first?
Alright. North versus South argument versus episode 3. Argument number 1. The South is hotter than the North, and everything's better in Texas.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Well, everything's better in Texas for now. And that means that everything's better in the South. The average temperature of the South, we did
This was my idea, so if you guys are voting for Jesse, that does not count because those points go to me. It was my idea to average the temperature out, and I was helping out Jesse, so.
no.
Okay, we split the points half because it was
Fine.
my idea.
That's fair. The average temperature of the South is 66 degrees. And that's the perfect weather. I mean, if you go to Florida, it's hot. Go to Alabama, it's hot. Everywhere is hot. And everyone
Siri,
hates
what's the
cold.
temperature? I'm gonna step outside for a second and see if that's perfect weather. Oh shoot, it's locked. Well, I guess you're right, Jesse. It is kind of perfect weather, but
Like I said, perfect weather.
it could be warmer, though. Like,
It could be, but I agree that this is perfect weather. Evidence B. In Florida, there are palm trees, alligators, and more. In the north, what do you have? Snow, ice, frostbite, hypothermia, all that nasty stuff.
and I got pneumonia.
My point exactly. Argument number 2. Tourists. People love touring places. I mean, I went to Florida last month. It was amazing. Photographers can take so many different pictures. Also, tourists can enjoy their day in the hot weather while taking pictures. And did you know, old people get cold easier? And that is why 3/4 of Georgia and Florida's population density is old people. Old people. My final argument before the conclusion is there's so many beaches. When I went to Fort Myers, Florida, we were next to a beach building a sandcastle. And tourists love beaches. Everyone loves beaches. That's a fact.
I'm gonna send Bob out of Jesse with pitchforks and torches.
Even though beaches are sandy, they are still fun. When building sandcastles, you can swim in the ocean, you can build sandcastles, you can kick sand in people's faces, and more. All in the South. What can you do in the North? Get hypothermia, frostbite, and more. All in the North, in New England. My conclusion, the South is way better than the North because of the perfect weather, tourists, and so many beaches. Do yourself a favor and go to the South, preferably from Tennessee to Florida.
Poor state. Okay, that was pretty good.
Because
Jesse.
nobody likes the North.
Oh, that's funny, because you live in the North. Okay. This is mine. I'm taking the side of the North. North. The perfect spot. Never too hot, not too cold, as long as it's in the winter. Oh, I'd like to say, Jesse, you say get frostbite, hypothermia, and more. That is one season, okay? One.
Oh yeah, you can get heat stroke this summer.
There is limited stuff in the South. You can go to the beach for about a week and a half. Unlike the South, it is not 80 degrees every single day. In the North, you get a variety of weathers. One day, like yesterday, it was 80. Today, it's 60. Oh! Okay, so our camera died on this, so sorry the quality might not be great. We're using my phone. But as I said, it's not the same every single day. Unlike the South, it's always just so hot. Yesterday was 81. Today it's 64. Like, we get a variety of weathers. Not only that, and Jesse, don't even bring up Florida for having nice weather, because half the time it's thunderstorming, okay?
1 out of the 7 times I was there, it wasn't thunderstorming.
The 3 times I went to Florida, 5 out of the 7 days is raining. Almost all day. And don't say anything about photographers, because they would much rather like 4 seasons to choose from. Spring, they can take pictures of the pretty flowers. Fall, they can take pictures of red, orange leaves falling on the trees. Oh, and yellow leaves. Summer, they can go to hills, like go on the hills or something. And in winter, they can step outside their log cabin with some hot cocoa and take pictures of beautiful sparkling snow. Wouldn't you want to switch it up a bit?
But
that is why people in the North like summer so much, because they have not seen that season in a while. Do not interrupt me, I do not interrupt you. And we are richer, not trying to bash on anyone in the South, just saying. And who wants to live in 80-degree weather all their life? In the North, you can switch it up. My point is, the North is not the same old thing every single day. You can get a variety. Like I said, it was 80 degrees yesterday, it's 64 degrees today.
Well, yes. However, what if you don't have the materials for the winter? What if you don't have mittens, hats, gloves, what have you?
What if you... Okay, well, we still have insulation in our home. Oh, shoot. Yeah, so the coats are not that much. You really don't need mittens. All you really need is a coat.
But, well, a coat. Jesse, coat is a winter jacket.
Jesse, we don't live in Alaska.
I know. We also don't live in Florida either.
Look how much faster I can put the state than you. But anyways, my point is, just go to the North. Switch it up a bit. Like, it's not just about seasons. In those seasons, you have different types of weather. We have cold fronts, hot fronts, and freaking February or March, I forget, it was 75 degrees one day. Who wouldn't like that? Just melting all the snow. Hey, and you know what? You can have snow days in the North. You can't get that in the South. You can have snow days.
Yes, but you can have heat days.
Yeah, you can also have heat days. Okay, and we, unlike the South, we get heat days just when it's supposed to come, not every single day. In the winter, it's like 59 degrees. I mean, I bet you most people in the North would kill for 59 degrees. But if you want to bring up photographers and stuff, tourists, no thank you, because the North has snow days. They have amusement parks. Thank you very much. They have some beaches, but the beaches are colder. It's nicer looking. And, you have 4 seasons. I learned in 4th grade, Ohio is one of the only 4 seasons where you can get to see, well, all 4 seasons happen, but where you can see the effects of all the 4 seasons.
Actually, that's not really true.
No, I said one of the states.
Oh, one of the states. I thought you said it like it was one of the only states.
Yeah. Alright, so...
Well, in 5th grade, I learned this,
That you learned that you had a mustache?
And Florida and Georgia and Alabama are all one of the hottest states of the USA.
Yes, but...
And don't you love hot?
I love hot too, Jesse, but every time it's hot, I don't feel like I want to have to take my shirt off and lounge in the front yard in my underwear, or having to go to the pool to cool off. Or go inside my house, get some water in this. In the North, you can change. If it's hot out, you don't have to go to the pool. You can just come inside. It's all cool.
In summer, you can change too.
Yeah. But in the summer, it's going to be pretty much the same degrees as... Okay, well, that was the Versus episode.
Yes, and...
Let us know in the comments who you think won, and I would like to point out, just because you know one of us at Luke, do not like vote for that person like, hey, he's my best friend, I'm voting for him. No, you vote for the person who you think gave a better argument,
Which
not
is
just
me.
opinions.
Which is me.
Jesse, you gave opinions.
I honestly think that Alex won that. Because Florida, like in the South, is more of a tourist destination. And in the North, it's more like where you would live.
Well, that vote doesn't count right now because it does have to be seen in the comments. But if he does want me to win, he can put it down in the comments below and along with you guys.
Also,
Like this video if you want to see more Versus episodes.
next Versus episode is Cats versus Dogs.
I'll be taking the side of dogs.
I'll be taking the side of cats.
And I already know automatically that I'm not winning from Jeremy's vote. I already know, no matter what. But hopefully the rules can pull through about who gave a better argument. That's what it's about.
Mm-hmm. Mine's more organized. I mean,
Like
look
none-
at this.
Jesse,
Don't you think that's organized?
organization doesn't have to do anything about it. And I improv some of that. Some of that stuff wasn't even on my script. But we're the American Prankers. And as always,
Stay pranky, my friends.
friends.